What's up, guys? Right back at you with another episode of
The Skooled Zone.
All right. Well, in the last episode, we met up with Trudy at Drumlin Diner, got ourselves a merchant contact. Oh, hey, what's up, dog meat? Put some welder's goggles on him. I'll show you something else I'm going to do in a minute. And changed my look up as well. Checked through her inventory after I rested, and she had this little knit cap there and a green bandana, and I bought the sunglasses, still got the drifter outfit on, so we got the thug look going on today, but that's cool, I like it. Changed it up a little bit from the cowboy look. All right, so let's check out another destination today, and before we do that, I did a little more scrounging around the area. Still haven't done a whole lot. Without you guys, let me just show you what I did. I basically checked out this place called the Wicked Shipping Fleet Lockup, and there wasn't any story missions involved, just some loot. Found another Grognak comic, so we're beefing up our melee attacks there, and really haven't done anything else in the whole area. Haven't even been to Diamond City yet, which we will do in the next episode. But yeah, let's level up. All right, so as I mentioned in the last episode, I wanted to go ahead and grab this second level of Fortune Finders so we can start being able to actually buy some things. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and I think that concludes all my preliminary feats that I wanted to pick up early on. From here, I can start taking things like Gunslinger and Sneak, and probably end up picking up Pickpocket, and where's the other one? Locksmith, yeah, things like that. So got a long way to go before I reach my Stealth Master Assassin mode, but it's coming along, and I'm loving the journey. So also wanted to mention that, where are you, dog meat? There you go. I think I missed a dialogue somewhere where you can rename dog meat. I'm not sure where that is. I may still be able to do it if I go to Sanctuary. I'm holding off on that whole settlement mission because I don't want to really deal with those people for now. Seems like setting up a settlement is kind of a lot of work and a lot of maintenance. So we'll get to that a little later, but don't you worry. I got a lot of cool ideas for some base building and things like that. But anyway, so we'll know him as dog meat. Even though he says dog here. But as a consolation prize, I gave him some goggles, and I'm also going to give him a little toy to play with.
Look alive.
See if this works. There we go. See if he jumps on it. Oh yeah, he's loving that toy. All right, awesome. Okay, so while I was exploring around the Red Rocket area, I actually found that cave underneath the building that was mentioned on the computer. So I thought that'd be a cool thing to check out with you guys. It looks like it says the Mold Den. Haven't been in it yet, but I'll show you where it is. Oh, and by the way, the reason that I leveled up so quickly after killing some of those raiders and some ghouls at the shipping factory was through cooking. I basically just did a bunch of cooking, and I'm actually going to do a little episode, give you guys a cooking guide, kind of like I did with the hacking guide. So that's a great way to get some XP, you know, totally fairly and stuff. I'm just going to check something real quick. Yeah, here we go. This is the combination that it seems to be working really well. So what I did right before I hit record for this video was I slept in the bed. I set up a little bed in the Red Rocket there and slept in it. And when you combine this well rested with that idiot savant perk, it actually makes up for having a really low intelligence. It's possibly even better than having a high intelligence. I don't know. I don't know the math on that, but it's working really well. So as you can see down there, we're almost to level 6 actually. So just wanted to point that out. All right, so basically what I did was I wandered around here and found this cave opening right here. So here we go. The Mold Den. So I wanted to show you guys where that was real quick. So let's grab a few things around here before we head inside. Always grab all the junk and then drop it off. Here we have some of these glowing fungus. You know, I actually think these things are real. It's actually a type of fungus from the Mycena family. We'll see it glow when we probably get inside if there's more of it, but the glowing part comes from what's called bioluminescence, which is basically the emitting of light from an organism through a chemical reaction. It happens through an enzyme which reacts with oxygen and a pigment called luciferin to create the glow. Early writers gave the phenomenon a name, actually, calling it foxfire or sometimes fairy fire. So let's grab these, reload, and head on in. All right, spooky. Let's see what we got here. Some brain fungus. You know, brain fungus is also a real type of fungus. And like the glowing fungus, it could be one of several types of fungus that go by that nickname. But yeah, it does exist. So let's grab this stuff. I think it's used for making mentats or something. So let's see what else we got going on. I'm just creeping along here. Oh, I see a mole rat. Here, let's see if we can peg him with our little junk sniper rifle. Boom. Uh-oh, they're onto us. I'm gonna switch to this. More? There we go. I knew that was not gonna be the only one. It's gotta be some more. They're just gonna be coming up out of the ground like this. Was there only 3? No, couldn't have been. Oh, there we go. Rabid mole rat. Oh, I'm glad I took care of him real quick. Alright, so we are going to definitely explore all this stuff. I just wanted to take out any mole rats that were in the area. Oh, some rads over there. Okay. So yeah, lots to explore in this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. Start by grabbing everything. Yeah, I found if I dump all this junk in my workshop, then it gets used fairly frequently when I'm crafting stuff or making mods, so I might as well grab everything. Yeah, come on. Gets a little finicky with the, there we go. Coolant. Weird. Femur. Well, a femur is the medical name for the upper thigh bone between the knee and the hip. In most animals, including humans, the femur is actually both the longest and strongest bone in the body. Whenever you see pictures of cavemen running around with bone clubs, it's usually a femur. Let's grab that thing. Left arm bone. Okay. All right, so we are good now with this room. Oh, there's a metal bucket. Is that something? Okay, so let's venture off on this little side passage here. Wow, there's a lot of this stuff you can grab. I think this is probably, I'm gonna guess, one of the primary sources of this glowing fungus and brain fungus. Oh. Our little fortune finder perk is kicking in. All right. Well, I see a safe over here. You can't deny that. Let's go ahead and try to pick it. Fortunately, it's a novice lock. Oh. We got some bobby pins to spare. There we go.
That's it.
Oh, nice. Look at that. 50 bottle caps. Sweet. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Excellent. What's up, dog meat? You sneaking with me? All right. Well, let's keep moving. This is awesome. Love exploring this stuff with you guys. All right. So I think there's some rads over there. We'll get to that in a second. I'll switch clothes and maybe see if I can put something with some insulation on. Oh, that's the rads. Any junk to grab? Oh, there's a Tato. Ooh, and a duffel bag. Handcuffs. I wonder if that's just junk or if you can actually use them. All right. Well, let's switch some clothes up. I now have a gas mask. Yep, that helps with some rad resistance, and I beefed up my Vault 11 jumpsuit to have a little better electricity resistance and just renamed it the electric boiler suit. So we'll put that on. I think that's it as far as the rad resist. Well, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if there's some aid we can take. I know there's a few things I crafted that actually give a tiny bit of rad resistance. Yeah, like this baked bloatfly. All right, so yeah, let's grab that. And what do I look like here? All right, let's venture in. Yeah, we'll be able to survive this, I think. Oh, and a fusion core. So that definitely looks like a spent missile of some kind. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right, looks like there's a note. Trash Busters Award. Okay, let's read it. Mr. Benson, on behalf of the Boston Regional Office, I would like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trash Busters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of our corporate image, and we appreciate your innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerard Phillips, Vice President, Boston region. So it looks like Mr. Benson was cheating a little bit and dumping all of it below his store, actually. So, yeah. Well, you know, before we exit out of this, we're going to get hit with some more rads, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what rads are. Well, rads are a measurement unit of absorbed radiation. It's mostly used in the United States, who still has a hard time moving over to the International System of Units. They use a different measurement of radiation called the gray, but since fallout takes place in 50-style America, the rad would be correct. And as little as 25 rads can cause changes to the blood or skin. Sunburn is an example of a radiation burn, although there is a slight difference between ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Radiation is basically electromagnetic energy, so even light and radio waves are a form of radiation. But the type we worry about are the high-frequency forms, which are basically X-rays and gamma rays. Those are the types that knock things out of alignment when they pass through you. Severe exposure is called acute radiation syndrome, otherwise known as radiation poisoning, and it's definitely a slow, agonizing death. So let's exit out of this, and I want to show you one more thing. So, how about this radiation symbol that we see here? Where did that come from? Well, there's two kinds actually, the old version and the new version. Here, let me back up and I'll show you with the scope. They both look basically the same, and they contain the trefoil symbol. Trefoil is basically the symbol of a three-leaved plant, such as a clover. Not sure why it was pointed down and chosen to symbolize radiation, but at some point they added a triangle around it, and it went from the international radioactive symbol to the ionizing radiation hazard symbol. Okay, well, I think we did a pretty good job here. So let's step back out into the sunshine. Yeah. Wasn't too big. We cleared that out pretty easily. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to show you real quick. Let's head back in. Totally forgot to give you a couple of factoids about these mole rats. So, are mole rats real? Actually, they are real. Just like the glowing fungus and the brain fungus, they are real too. Although they're not actually moles or rats. They're part of their own family of rodents. The types of mole rats that we see here are called naked mole rats, and they're normally native to Africa. They're excellent burrowers and live almost entirely underground. The reason they were probably chosen to be a common menace in Fallout is because they seem to have an extreme resistance to cancer, which is one of the main killers from radiation exposure. Plus, being underground would afford the same protection as being in a vault. Alright, well, let's head out. Oh, and the other factoid I wanted to give you is as we're exiting out of here, it's going to say commonwealth. See that? So, if you've been wondering what that term means, you see it a lot in Fallout 4. It refers to a special designation held by 4 particular American states: Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Massachusetts, where Fallout 4 takes place. It's an old-fashioned holdout from the days of colonial America, and it stuck because those states happen to keep the term in their state constitution. It doesn't make them different from other states, it's just a formal eponym of respect, you could say. It's going to apply to our next mission too, which is Jewel of the Commonwealth. So we'll take care of that in the next episode. Alright guys, really appreciate you tuning in, checking out this short but sweet episode. It's not really that short. I can't seem to make a short episode on the Skooled Zone, but it's awesome. I'm having so much fun. If you're liking what we're doing here, digging the facts and you're learning something, then definitely check out that annotation box in the center, which will play the whole playlist for you. Or just jump back to the last episode if you skipped right to this one. And if you've been following along and you're ready for the next episode, then click that annotation box on the right when that episode's ready, and it'll lead you right to it. Alright, well as usual, hitting that like button always helps rank the video, and subscribe if you want more awesome video game factoids at your doorstep every day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on the Skooled Zone. Stay smart.